Week one of the George Floyd trial has already been completed. Want to hear my thoughts? Let's talk about it. Hey people, welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It. You know who I am, Short Trini, so let's just get to it. As I said in the intro, last week was the first week of the George Floyd trial. And found out a couple things after watching most of the coverage. Number one, that video, that famous video, cell phone video that was taken, there are 2 additional minutes that you did not see. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of things that you didn't see. There's footage of him being accosted by the police after they got the call that he was trying to buy something with a counterfeit $20 bill. I should say allegedly counterfeit $20 bill. We didn't see that. We didn't see the altercation between Mr. Floyd and the other officers. We also didn't see some of the points of view from the witnesses. One of those witnesses was an MMA fighter, a mixed martial arts fighter, and he said that he was one of the most vocal ones when Officer Chavin, or Chauvin, however you want to call him, put his knee in this man's neck, in Mr. Floyd's neck. He kept saying, you know, you're going to kill him, you're killing him, check his pulse, check his vitals, this, that, and the third. And being that he's an MMA fighter, he has a lot of experience in chokeholds. And he described in detail of what a chokehold can do to a person. He even said that it looked like the officer, wanted to seriously injure Mr. Floyd. Another witness, the girlfriend of Mr. Floyd, testified that yes, she and George did do drugs together in the past, but aside from that, they were trying to get clean because they knew they couldn't do this anymore. And this raises a question for me. Why is it when someone is murdered in this manner, why is it they want to bring up their past? Their past has nothing to do with them being murdered. I heard everything in the news last week and in the trial. They tried to paint him as a drug addict, opium being the drug of his choice. They tried to say that he had mental issues and various other things. And this is not the first time. I remember with the Breonna Taylor case, they were trying to bring up issues that she had before, that she was an unwed mother, that she had done some things in her past that really didn't have anything to do with her being murdered. What does one have to do with the other? But I'll get back to that in a minute. Lastly, or I shouldn't say lastly, the other witness was the young lady herself who took the cell phone video. And she said that since the cell phone video has come out, she's headed hard. And she wishes that she would have done more to help George. And that It's upsetting to me. To think that she believes she could have done more. If it wasn't for her, nobody would have known about this. And if they did, I don't think it would have led to all the marches, all the protests, all the talk about changes in the police force. So I say kudos to her. Lastly, I wanted to make mention of a police officer by the name of, actually he is a police officer, but he's a lieutenant. He's one of the oldest lieutenants, the longest tenured lieutenants in St. Louis. And he said, in Minneapolis, excuse me. His name is Mr. Lieutenant Richard Zimmerman. And they asked him, did Officer Chauvin go too far by placing his knee in Mr. Floyd's neck? And Lieutenant Zimmerman said it was unnecessary. That should not have been applied. Chauvin was actually heard saying that, that's the way he was trained. And Mr. Zimmerman, Lieutenant Zimmerman, said if that's training, then training needs to be revamped. Now here's my question to you guys. Have you watched it? If you have, what is your opinion on it? Also, why is it, I go back to a point I made earlier, why is it that a person's past, an ugly past, their mistakes in the past, why is it that in cases like this involving black and brown people, why is it that that's brought to the forefront instead of what's happening now during the trial? Why is it they're trying to dirty this man's image, when he was obviously, George Floyd was obviously the victim? I don't get it. And like I said, it's not the first time. Breonna Taylor, a couple of other people that have been killed by the police. Why is it their ugly past, their mistakes, because we all make mistakes, why is it that's brought up now? Let me know. Leave a comment and if you like this video, please like, share, and certainly subscribe. Until the next episode, I'm Short Trini. Let's talk about it. Peace.